Hello everyone and welcome to Math Galaxy. So today we see a very beautiful problem of factorization, and it will be very interesting for you to understand that how factorization can happen in so many different spaces. Okay, so first talk about the real number space. All right, so this is the real number space, which is R. So in R there are so many algebraic expressions that cannot be factorized. Let's talk about this only a, a bit normal expressions like this. Let's say uh, m+1. So in R, m+1, of course you know that is you cannot reduce this. Okay, this is basically irreducible, but you can write like this, m+1 into 1. So that is kind of like factorization, because you can write this as the product of two algebraic expressions. But which is more interesting, that you are doing this over R, and m1 they are all real number. But if I try to say that write it as a real product, okay, there is no one, then how can I write? Means if I try to say that can we write this as difference of two squares? Okay, so how can I write this? So there is a very interesting method to do it. So write this m as this, root m to the power 2 plus 1 square. Got it? Then you write like this, root m square plus okay, 2 into root m into 1 plus 1 square. Since there is an extra 2 root m, we give minus 2 root m. Now you see that this part is basically a square, so root m plus 1 whole square. Now minus you can write this as this, got it, root over 2 root m. Of course you can write this. Now the most interesting part, now you can write this as this, so root m plus 1 minus root over 2 root m into this. Okay, so you can write like this. But there is a bit problem here, is that this thing, that 2 of root m, okay, 2 of root m, that doesn't belong in real number R. So where does that belong? So basically when I say a real number, generally speaking we talk about only the rational number, but this number over here is actually belong to R minus q. Okay, that is not rational, of course, that is an irrational. So it belongs to R, but that belongs to actually R minus q. Okay, so it's an irrational number. So from this point of view, you can see that this number, you can factorize this in certain domain. Okay, in certain domain. So generally when I speak, we talk about only rational numbers, but there is irrational number, so where we can factorize these numbers like this. Okay, so that's what it is. Thanks for watching.